So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna get into some what is this, XO Beauty from YouTuber Shan XO. So I ordered a couple of her palettes. I saw Lily Living Life with this one, the Heaps of Sweet palette, and I was like, ooh, yes. She showed the lashes and the eyeshadow palette. I was like, ooh, that looks nice. And I had seen the palette a while ago and I meant to pick it up, but you know, with all the releases going on, I had forgot about it, especially since like it's a foreign brand and I'd have to order from outside. And I thought it was gonna be a whole bunch of shipping, and surprisingly shipping wasn't that bad and the palettes weren't that bad. I think both of these were like 50 bucks, and I think that included my shipping because I bought them during Black Friday when they were on sale. So I'm gonna show you the one we're gonna use today, which is of course the Native palette, since that's her latest one. I figured you want to see the newest one. And then her older one I actually used Friday night when I went to my what was it, sipping paint thing. If it'll come out, Jesus, like what? Y'all see me up here on a struggle bus, y'all, trying to get it out of the little sleeve or whatever. What in? Seriously, y'all, I don't want to have to tear the sleeve, but it's like, thank you. I need the palette to come out. Jesus, Shannon. Oh, but yeah, so this is what it looks like on the outside, and Jesus. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's one of those gold foily packages. I'm sorry if I'm holding it to where it's shining in your face. Adrian isn't in here, so I can't see. But this is what it looks like on the inside. Needless to say, we're going to most likely be playing with some greens, just because that's the color that's exciting me the most. This one looks like has a... Okay, so this one has a weird bubble in it. I wish you all could see it. I'm trying to hold it at an angle, but it's like, it has a weird dome shape to it, and the rest of them don't. So I'm trying to figure like why that one looks like that. I don't know. But maybe we should do some yellow and, I think we're going to do some green and some gold, because I'm really feeling this gold shade right here. And I'm thinking this green matte might be good. So maybe we'll do this one, then this in the inner corner, and then this gold on the lid. I'm thinking I'm liking that idea. And maybe I can dust this over the top and put like this brown on the outer view or something. I don't know. But I'll show you the inside of the other one, as long as it doesn't, you know, like take forever to get out the packaging. With this one, with this one it just slides out. I don't know what's going on with the Native palette, but it's already doing too much because it took too much to get out the packaging and just, ooh child, don't get me started. But yeah, so this palette is what I had on Friday night. I used the shade Bon Bon. I used the shade... Did I use shade Brownie? No, I used Bon Bon, and it was one other one because I used one to dust over that shade. I think it's this Gumdrop shade, and then I think I used one of the shimmers in here as an inner corner highlight. Don't quote me. I think it might have been the shade Sugar, and then I put Tea on Me More from Dose of Colors on the lid, and that's how I use this palette. So I've already used this one, but I'm thinking about recreating that look and just putting a different shimmer from this palette in there and just putting it on IG later on tonight. Or filming it for IG this week and then doing it. But anyway, let me get myself off camera to do that look that I told you all about, and then I will be right back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back, and this is the eye we came up with. So I used this shade, this one, and this one, and that's how we get, oh sorry, and this one, and that's how we got this down. So I'll give my thoughts toward the end because I do have some. At least on this palette. Let me see. First, let's put some eyeshadow primer on because I have none on. And I need to prep the lid. So I just took my ABH primer and we're going to go ahead and hook this up. Yeah, I feel like I put on the wrong lip for like the looks I'm doing, because I feel like every look I do, this lip does not go with it at all. Like I just did a look with the Lethal Cosmetics Velvet Dust palette. I feel like that look didn't go with this palette, and then I mean this lip didn't go with that palette, and then I feel like I'm doing this smoky ass eye look, and I feel like this lip isn't going with this eye. I'm just like, none of the lips are going with eyes. I can see people in the comments now like, girl, that lip's not good with that. I know, girl. I was trying to use my new Juvia's Place stuff, but the old Juvia's Place stuff goes better with this lip, and like the old stuff is at home, so we don't have to work with what we got. Okay? So we're just gonna work with it right here. I got one more eye look to do here, and then I can finally leave. Go home, and I need to like leave before it starts getting dark, because y'all know it starts getting dark at like 3:30 now. I'm like, oh no, that won't do. I just gotta make sure I remember to take the card out so that way I can well, I'm gonna take the whole camera with me, but I leave like the tripod here now. I just take the camera and give me a I'm thinking about getting a tripod for home too though, so just in case I do decide I want to film there, I can have one, because I have a ring light there, so I could still like somewhat film halfway decent videos with decent lighting, if you will, because I do have that at home. But as a general rule, I just don't, because I'm like, I know I'm coming here on the weekends and I already have like stuff a little better set up here to film with than I do at home, because I have to go get stuff out of my kitchen. Like we have like bar stools to sit at, so I have to like go get those so I have somewhere to sit in my room when I do film the videos at my house. So it's just easy to hear, because I like have this little chair that in the room I sleep in order to like start filming and whatnot. And then I usually have like the stuff the way I want to have it set up, because I don't have to worry about somebody bothering it or touching it or moving it, and it never being seen or heard from again. So I'm just building this shade up in the crease because it doesn't just come off that pigmented to start off with. Okay, that's good enough. Go ahead and take this clean brush and do some dusting. Let me go ahead and take this brush, and I'm going to go into the dark brown shade and dust over the top of this. I'm curious why she called this native, because I actually have not watched the reveal video for this palette, which would probably been helpful to me. But, you know, I saw it, I thought it had a nice color story, so I was like, I'll go ahead and try it. I'll try to do another look on IG with this palette, but I don't know. I'm really more interested in the Heap of Sweets, to be honest, but since this was the latest one, I figured you'd rather see this one than like the older one. And she only has two as far as I know. It's this one and the one I showed you, the Heap of Sweets, so. And to me, the Heap of Sweets seems to ring more true to like her like BH Cosmetic palette, the second one she came out with, and just like the colors I'm assuming she likes in general, because that was her first palette as opposed to this one. So it was like, Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Like, I always feel like when I use really pigmented shimmers, well, they go in the crease and I have to go back in and fix all that. So I will be fixing all that in a few minutes. Right now I'm just trying to dust it so it doesn't look as bad as it does. Now I'm going to take another one of these shades, and I just tapped it on top to get that duochrome effect that you see on the other side. So you know you do it to one side, gotta do it to the other side. Go ahead and tap it dead on like so. Do a little more here. And these are just some of the shadows that I was trying to figure out which I was going to put in the inner corner. So I ended up putting this dark green in the inner corner, and then I just put this nice silver shade here on top. So we're going to do that in a second. But I want to put a little bit more of the green in the crease to combat, you know, the fact that there's so much shimmer in the crease. Because I feel like it's taken away from my matte shadow by doing it that way. Now I'll take the clean brush and go over it once more. Sorry. Okay, so now what I did was I took the dark green shade and started off with that in the inner corner first, so that the silver would have something to grip onto, because it was one of those, it's one of those like topper S type things. So I put something underneath so it would have something to grab on the top. And now I'm going to take the silver shade, which is actually quite flaky, and just pop it on top of there. Okay, so because I felt like that silver shade gave me fallout on my face. But okay, so my thoughts on this palette. I don't know if it's necessarily skin tone friendly for my skin tone, because I felt like I had to build this up quite a bit. Sorry, let me turn it this way again because of the color of the packaging. I felt like I had to build this one up quite a bit. Then with this one, I feel like I would probably have to do the same thing in real life. Like, y'all saw how long I was building this on the outer V, and then there's like this I had to dust over top of this green. I feel like this green isn't that deeply pigmented for some of my skin tone. So I feel like if you're gonna pick one, and you're my skin tone, I would recommend that you pick this one, the Heap of Sweets. I like the formula. I mean, the formula of them I feel like is the same. It's just more of the, I feel like this one's gonna be more difficult for people my skin tone, because like the dark shades just aren't dark enough for our skin tone. They're dark enough to maybe like someone Karen Harris shade, but after that I feel like it's not dark enough for anybody my skin tone. But I would recommend this one over that one, just because I feel like since this is more of her comfort zone and her colors, since this is like the third palette she's had with colors like this, that it would be better for you to get that one, because I'm sure she's perfected the formula of that, and those colors are going to be more beneficially flattering to everyone, as opposed to, I feel like this palette is more for like medium tan people, and then after that it's like you're gonna have to build it up quite a bit for it to show up, and it's like, do you really want to build it up that much? I mean, if you want to build it up that much, that's fine, but it's like I have other color stories that are similar to this that I feel like I don't have to build up nearly as much. Like the Child palette, I don't feel like you have to build it up as much as I had to build this up. So I'm gonna say I don't recommend this one. I would, like I said, I do recommend the Heap of Sweets. I think that was really nice. I'm just not really that big a fan of this one right here, so I'm not gonna recommend it to you. But I'm not going to say I don't recommend the brand. I do recommend the brand. I just recommend that you go pick up the Heap of Sweets and not the Native palette. So, those are my thoughts on the Native palette. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one.